Hello everyone, welcome to the livery competition. This is January's competition, and this was all to do with racing teams, whether virtual or real life. In terms of racing teams, it was having a look at them, designing a livery around them. It could be exactly the same as the original, or just infuse sort of the spirit of the team onto a different car. Let's have a look then at what happened in terms of what did you submit, and yeah, we'll demonstrate and show off those, and we'll do a top 10 at the end again, and start with February's competition, which of course is for the entire month of February. The tag, as always, is Tidgney. That's what we look at. You will have had to repost it, not reshare it or anything like that. You have to repost it in that month for it to show. Anyway, let's jump into that livery competition now. Let's have a look at what you lovely people have done for January. Well, they were some, well, amazing liveries. Is probably, I thought the winner was decided quite early on when I saw one of the liveries. I'm not going to say yet, because obviously you got the top 10 about to come. But it wasn't. And I was surprised, because suddenly, towards the middle and the end especially, some of those liveries were just stonking. I'm like mind blown. Like, the fact that some of you as well, I suppose this is the best way to explain it. This is why I was mind blown. You took some liveries that potentially you could make on the same car in the game, but you didn't. You went, okay, no, let's apply it to a different car, or a newer version of the car, or a variation from the same, the manufacturer, and then applying it to a different model. It was so good. So now what's to come? Well, it's the top 10, which is going to be interesting. What we're going to do, obviously, is put the picture along with the car. So a picture of maybe the brand or the car it's trying to represent. This is decided, by the way, the top 10. If you're going for an identical car, how well you've pulled that off. If you're going for sort of a team design and the what's the word? Basically the ethos of the team and their brand, then obviously it goes off that as well. So it's very interesting. There's definitely a hard contest for that top place, and I suspect that this video might not even go out now because it's 4:20. I've been doing this for an hour and a half, or roughly around that, and I've got to now decide in basically an hour the winner, and that's going to be quite difficult for me, I think, because as I say, there's some very good ones there. Anyway, I'm mumbling on. Let's jump to that top 10, and you find out yourself who wins this month. Well, I'm just going to interrupt myself just for 1 second, because where I said it was 4:30 here, I'm now 4 days later. It's taken me 4 hours, if not a little bit over actually, to decide this top 10. It has been very hard, and it's because of you guys. You guys have just like blown it out the park, basically. You know, I went back through them all. I had a look at them again. I was like, oh, man, I just saw little tweets and here now. I'm like, oh, that's good. That's even better. And where I was mind blown initially, I was just, stunned. Stunned is the word. So what I've had to do, because where I said, I'm basing it on whether it's identical or team ethos, I've had to put bits of both in. So my top 10 isn't necessarily your top 10. We know that already. It's like that in every video. However, I've put the top 10 together based on what I like, as well as how close and what it brings across. So do keep that in mind. Do let me know what your top 10 is down in the comments. But I will stop pointing at the screen now, and we'll actually jump to the top 10 that I have chosen. Here we are then with number 10. Who is it? It's Psycho Killer 69 with a John Player Special livery. So obviously this livery is like not common, but we often see this on many cars, and this is no exception. But this is beautifully done by Psycho Killer. Look at this. Oh, it's beautiful. Put the F1 car there, the John Player Special, in the top right for you, and you can see how the design's been changed a little bit here. We've got Jaguar on there instead of Renault. The lines all follow very beautifully. You're probably going, why is this number 10 then? Well, it's number 10 because it's a John Player Special. We see these quite often, but it's been beautifully done here. It's been absolutely stunningly done. I've got nothing more to say really than that. It's beautiful, isn't it? You can see the effort that's gone into it. I'd say around the 12 was awesome. Now we head to the DTM and the Louis, L-U-I. I don't know whether you say Louis or not, but it's a Louis livery special. So it was originally on the Sierra Cosworth. You can see in the top right hand side. But we've got it on the AMG here. So a lovely transition. Now the triangles are slightly different, but you get the feel of the livery straight off the bat. When I saw this, I was like, oh, this is beautiful. And you can see the differences here. So obviously, rather than go with Dunlop, it's Pirelli because, we have it there. Pirelli. It is what it is. It's a different tyre. But it's all good. It's all looking fantastic. And it looks beautiful on the move as well. A brilliant livery. Look at this. It's absolutely fantastic. It really is. Well played, Rich Boots 68. We are then going to head to position number 7 in a second as we just see it go off screen here. I love this livery. It's brilliant stuff. And yes, we're going to head to number 7, which is now a bit of a take on Lazarus. And me personally with Tidgney Racing, and it's from Ghostly Raspberries, and this is a beautiful livery actually. I do like this livery, the combo of them both. So critically, so if you look at the top right hand side, you can see the Lazarus and the GTA one there with the yellow and the red, and we've got that in on the door there, which is really nice. And then what Ghostly's done is then tried to bring in the pink and the purples of the Lazarus livery as well, and combined all the colours into one. It looks brilliant, and this is what I was talking about, the ethos. You don't have to copy a livery. You can look at it from several angles, and Ghostly's done that, and it looks absolutely stunning. I love the wheels as well, the pink star there, absolutely fantastic. We've got some of the sponsors on there as well, of course. Some previous sponsors, obviously some sponsors have changed, and subscribe on the back to make sure you've done that, folks. We're getting close to 20k. We head for a Hoonigan livery this time by P1 Apache UK. So you're going to go, Tidge, that looks not like the Ford Focus Hoonigan livery. No, remember, it's all about the ethos, and I've just put the livery on the top right there. So you can see the different designs here. They've gone with that whole element of like the stripes, there's call it a zebra sort of thing there, and they've introduced the Monster Energy still on there. They've introduced their own little colours, and they've got the Chem block and the American flag on there, and it looks brilliant. And that's what I mean by the ethos. You don't have to copy your livery exactly. It's about bringing the feel of that, and you can definitely see that in the liveries. You just see it in 3D and motion there with the reflections coming off it as well. Looks absolutely stunning. Fair play with that one, P1 Apache UK. Now we head to, well, when I saw this, I was like, oh, look at this. This is unbelievable. Look at this! We are going classic, a BTCC here, the Vickley BTCC Listerine BMW. Yes, it's a different BMW. Obviously, we don't have the same BMW in Gran Turismo, but this is beautifully done. And I like the fact you wanted it as 18 rather than just 8, because obviously I like the number 18. It's what I race with, race number 18. So fair play then, but one day. But what a brilliant, honestly, I loved it. When I saw it, I was like, yes. And then it reminded me of the Murray Walker, where he goes, I'm going for P1. When he was actually giving him the finger, to be honest. But it was brilliant stuff. And it's a lovely livery. It's very well executed. And it sort of makes me want to race this in some form of classic BTCC race on Gran Turismo, to be honest with you. So fair play with that one. We're going to head then for P5 with Scourge, who has done the Pikes Peak Audi livery onto the R8, and it's executed beautifully. The lines follow the car very nicely. I love the winglets, especially, you know, getting that red, the grey, the black, and then you get a little bit of the trim of the white at the end to show that that line isn't solid across the back there. And it's beautifully done there with the winglet against the rear of the car as well. You can see the white transition. And yeah, I say they're all beautiful. They're all brilliant. They're in the description as well in the spreadsheet if you want to download any of these. They're absolutely fantastic, as you can see it. I'll put it on the mountain road here. Look at that. It looks beautiful. Just follow that Pikes Peak sort of theme there. But brilliant again there, Scourge. Now we're going to head to one that this is the one I thought that I'd won early on. And this is the Alpina B6 GT3 applied to the M6 car. This is a brilliant livery by Willem 2020. I've just got a picture of it there, top right hand side. Oh my word! I saw it. I was like, you don't really see often light green liveries. I've got to be honest. And this is a beautifully transferred from the old 6 Series to this, or the old M6 to the new M6. It looks stunning. It looks like a proper race livery. Like if I saw this, I'd be like, oh wow, it's an official livery in the game. Unbelievable. And it introduced me to the livery. I've never seen this livery before until this moment. And you saw me on the phone when I was going through them. This is stunning. Absolutely stunning. Fair play with this one. Brilliant. Now, speaking of liveries I had no idea about, here's another one by Hansa. So this is the HCP racing who are racing in the ADAC GT Masters. And the critical thing with this livery, and why it's in P3, is multiple colours. So one side you've got the light blue, you can see that with the fluorescent yellow. And then on the left, or on the other side, we have the white. So it's brilliant. I love this kind of livery because on one side you get to see it from one way and the other side you get to see it from another. Probably a commentator's nightmare because you go, oh, it's X. And then you go, oh, wait, no, it's Y because it's actually got blue on the other side. But even so, it's very well done. You know, that fluorescent yellow shines beautifully like it does against the real car. I put it on the Nürburgring here, obviously. And it looks brilliant in the 3D and in action as well. Really well played with that one, Hansa. Oh, look at that. We're looking at it from the rear now as well at Le Mans. Now we are actually going to stay at Le Mans to see who's coming number 2. And oh my word, this livery by H. Harper 132. My word, I saw this and was like, this is fantastic. Especially when I saw the number 6. Now let me explain. That number 6 right there, so we could just go backwards a little bit and take a little cheeky photo. That number 6 is the classic font as well. And this looks stunning. Oh, I want to race with this livery. I love the flag. It feels old-fashioned, but it's on the modern car. It feels like the old car just had a little bit of an upgrade. And then this is the result. And the way... I just can't explain it. I had such a good feeling for this, and it just ended up in P2 in this competition. I'd say people may have different opinions on this. People will be like, oh, why is X, Y, Z in the top 10? This should be it. That's your opinion. I love this car. I think this livery is fantastic. And this one by Mclaren wins the month's competition. Look at it. This brings across the ethos of McLaren 100%. I saw this, I was like, wow, that is amazing. The details, look at the lines there coming off the sponsor there with the blue and the purple, and you can see that up at the top as well, and it just merging with the orange. This screams McLaren. I love the quote on the back as well. It screams McLaren too. Just, it's awesome. It's absolutely awesome. And this is actually his second take, because he did one and then made a few changes. Like one of them was the wheel design there. That was changed slightly. but this is a beautiful, beautiful livery. Absolute shout out for this. This is why this one has won this week. As I say, they're all available in the description in a spreadsheet, as well as the copyright issues or you know, shouting out or linking to the photos that were used in terms of comparing the liveries. But that is it, folks. They're my top 10. Please let me know what your top 10 is in the comments. You may have some differing opinions. Now, the competition for February, we're not going to do one for February because it's already the 10th of February right now. We are going to start again in March. You've got a little bit of a month free before we kick off the March celebrations. I do hope you've enjoyed this video. Another cracking set of liveries there. Thank you to each and every one of you who have submitted a livery. It really is awesome. If you did like this video, make sure you do like it. Do hit the subscribe if you did enjoy the video and enjoy the content as well. We are fast approaching 20k. But that's going to be it for me now, folks. Stay safe. Thanks again, and I'll see you very soon.